Attention, passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying close attention to the Cowboys season so far, you know that things haven't gone exactly as planned. After a promising start, the team faced a significant setback in Week 3 against the Chicago Bears, and the injury to CeeDee Lamb has sent shockwaves through the fan base. This isn't just a minor scare. It's a potentially season-altering injury that could influence everything from offensive production to playoff seeding. And let us be honest, no one expected to see this kind of blow so early in the season, especially not to one of Dak Prescott's most reliable targets. CeeDee Lamb, the star wide receiver, has been a key piece of this Cowboys offense, a route runner, a playmaker, and someone who has consistently stepped up when it mattered most. His chemistry with Prescott has been developing beautifully, and fans have been dreaming of another deep playoff run with him leading the charge. But now, that dream faces a serious hurdle. During the first offensive drive of the game, Lamb was chasing after a pass, trying to turn upfield when he was suddenly caught by a Bears defender. The moment was unsettling. You could see immediately that something was wrong. Lamb pulled up clearly in pain and signaled to the sideline almost instinctively, knowing that he couldn't continue. The replay showed a slow-motion shot of the injury, and let me tell you, it was not a pretty sight. His ankle was rolled up on by a falling Bears defender, and the way he grimaced right after the play told us all we needed to know. It's one of those moments that makes every Cowboys fan hold their breath, hoping it's not as bad as it looked. And unfortunately, the initial reports are not encouraging. The team's medical staff quickly ruled him out for the rest of the game, and the early signs point towards a significant injury. The buzz around the NFL community and Cowboys fans alike is that CeeDee Lamb may have suffered a high ankle sprain. If that's the case, it's a serious concern. High ankle sprains are tricky. They can sideline players for anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, depending on the severity. That's a huge loss for any team, especially for the Cowboys, who rely heavily on Lamb's ability to stretch the field and create yards after the catch. Now, it's important to consider that the Cowboys haven't officially confirmed the extent of the injury yet. Once the team lands back in Dallas, Lamb will undergo further testing, including an MRI, to get a clear picture of what's going on inside that ankle. Until then, fans are left in suspense, speculating and hoping for the best. The team's medical report will give us the definitive answer, but based on the visible swelling and the way his ankle twisted, it's hard to be overly optimistic. If it's a high ankle sprain, he could be out for a significant chunk of the season, which obviously impacts not just the offense but the team's overall rhythm and confidence. Let us put this into perspective for a moment. CeeDee Lamb has been everything the Cowboys hoped for when they drafted him, a dynamic, reliable target who can line up all over the formation. Last season, despite dealing with some injuries, Lamb still managed to rack up over 300 receiving yards, proving to be one of the most consistent weapons in the league. His ability to create separation, his crisp route running, and his toughness after the catch make him a nightmare for defenses. Losing him for any length of time is a setback, no doubt. But what makes this even more concerning is the timing of the injury early in the season, when the Cowboys are trying to establish consistency and chemistry. This injury could disrupt the flow just as the team was trying to find its identity. Fans are also wondering about the ripple effects. Without Lamb, the Cowboys will have to rely more heavily on other receivers like Brandon Cook, Michael Gallup, and perhaps some of the younger guys to step up. The offensive line has been solid, but the entire offensive scheme was built around Lamb's ability to make plays in crucial moments. If he is sidelined for multiple weeks, it's going to test Dak Prescott's resilience and the coaching staff's ability to adapt on the fly. And let us not forget the impact on the team's morale. When a star player goes down, especially one as beloved and integral as Lamb, it can shake the locker room. But knowing the Cowboys' culture and the leadership qualities of players like Prescott and Micah Parsons, I believe they'll rally around this challenge. Speaking of Parsons, he has been one of the standout stars on defense, and his story is one of resilience. Last season, Parsons missed 4 games with a high ankle sprain but was able to make a swift return. He is a fierce competitor, and his attitude is contagious. Seeing him go through a similar injury, gives us some perspective it's not impossible to come back strong. Still, every injury is unique, and the Cowboys will need to be cautious with Lamb's recovery to avoid further setbacks. Now, turning our attention to the bigger picture. The NFC East is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in recent years. The Eagles have looked formidable, the Giants are showing signs of improvement under new coaching, and the Commanders are always lurking with that tough defense and a quarterback who's starting to find his rhythm. The Cowboys, with their strong defense and a potent offense when all cylinders are firing, had been viewed as serious contenders. But injuries like this threaten to tip the balance. It's not just about this season. It's about how the Cowboys will navigate the next few weeks without their star receiver. Looking ahead, the Cowboys coaching staff will have to adjust their game plan significantly. Brian Schottenheimer, the offensive coordinator, has been working hard to build an offense that's balanced and explosive. But losing Lamb means they might need to lean even more on the running game, with Tony Pollard taking on an even bigger role. Pollard has been excellent so far, showcasing his speed and vision, but he can do it all alone. The other receivers will need to step up, and the offensive line must continue to protect Prescott so he can find his other targets in tight windows. From a strategic standpoint, this injury could also influence how the Cowboys approach future games. They might become more conservative on offense or incorporate more quick passes to reduce the risk of further injury to Lamb or other skill players. The coaching staff will have to get creative and find ways to keep the offense moving without their star witty out. It's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity for other players to step into the spotlight and prove they belong. And let us not forget the fans. Cowboys Nation is known for its resilience and unwavering support. Every season brings its ups and downs, and injuries are part of the game. But it's how the team responds that matters most. We've seen in the past how players like Prescott, Parsons, and even Lamb himself have shown incredible toughness and determination. The next few weeks will test their character, and I believe they will rise to the occasion. Throughout the history of the Cowboys, we've seen seasons where injuries derailed promising campaigns, but also seasons where the team found new heroes when adversity struck. Think back to the 90s dynasty, where injuries sometimes threatened to derail their Super Bowl runs, but the team always found a way to adapt and overcome. This current squad has that same fighting spirit. The key now is how they rally around this challenge and continue to push forward, no matter how tough it gets. Now, let us talk about some of the other key players and what they need to do to fill the void left by Lamb. Brandon Cook's experience and speed will be vital. He has a proven deep threat who can stretch defenses, and he has shown flashes of his playmaking ability. Gallup has been working his way back from injuries himself, but his experience and route-running savvy could be crucial. The younger receivers like Jalen Tolbert and Simi Fehoko will have opportunities to step up, show their talent, and earn more targets. It's a chance for them to prove they belong at this level and help keep the offense afloat during this tough stretch. On the defensive side, the Cowboys need to stay aggressive and continue to play their disciplined brand of football. Micah Parsons, Leighton Vander Esch, and the rest of that unit have been formidable, and their leadership will be even more important now. The defense has been one of the best in the league, and they need to keep doing their part to help the team win games, especially when the offense might face some struggles without Lamb. Of course, fans are also keeping a close eye on the injury updates and what the team's medical staff will reveal in the coming days. There's hope that this isn't a season-ending injury and that Lamb can return sooner rather than later. The Cowboys will undoubtedly be cautious, prioritizing Lamb's health above all else, because rushing him back could lead to worse setbacks. But given his grit and determination, remember, he played through an AC joint sprain last year, there's still hope he'll be back on the field sooner than we expect. In the end, the key takeaway is that this injury, while a setback, isn't the end of the world. The Cowboys have faced adversity before, and they've always shown resilience and grit. The coaching staff will adapt, the players will step up, and Cowboys Nation will rally behind them. The season is long, and there are still plenty of games to be played. The NFC East is still wide open, and every team has its own hurdles to overcome. But one thing is for sure, the Cowboys are a team with a rich history of overcoming obstacles, and I believe they'll come out stronger on the other side of this. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. Do you believe Lamb will recover quickly? Who do you think will step up in his absence? Are you worried about the offense's future? Share your insights and predictions. We love hearing your perspectives. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. We re-in this together, and no matter what, Cowboys Nation remains unbreakable. Let us keep supporting our team through thick and thin, and I'll see you in the next video where we analyze every twist and turn of this exciting season.